Hey, see, I'm going to take the tutorials and I'm going to slow it way down because I know that probably 3/5 of us are just figuring out the controls again.
Yeah, I forgot how to shoot.
Damn.
Was it spacebar?
Spacebar, but do you have to like hold? Do you have to hold something to if there's not an enemy? Like I'm forgetting the.
Oh, like to shoot a not enemy?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I haven't had a lot of need to. I found that I labeled this chunk of the map metallurgic science, so I'm gonna run all the way over here to see what's over here.
The boy is eating.
Alright, I'm over here making science. Look at it go. It's going in a box. So that's where the science is so far. Got it.
Box science.
So we're currently boxing some science. That's, I guess, where I left off. So now how do I get the science all the way back to the base? Probably just a long conveyor.
Oh, wow, you're making it all the way down there. Didn't realize that, but that's good.
Yeah. I think it's because of whatever I needed was here. Probably the sulfuric acid or something, or the calcite, I don't know. I remember it being necessary.
Do we have a
I
rocket
don't
silo
remember
yet?
why.
I do not believe we have a rocket silo.
Okay. I'm going to start hoovering up the stuff needed to make those. Ah, shit. Probably. You know what? Just head back to Nelvis.
Wasn't there a button you can press to like toggle the display to see like icons of like what's inside things and stuff or whatever?
I think it's Alt.
Yeah.
Is it, oh. Ah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh my god. Hello?
Yeah, because I'm wondering. I thought we had the laser turrets being somewhere around here, but where the hell?
I miss my mech suit that lets me fly over shit. I don't have that in this file yet.
Well, excuse me.
Okay.
Why are you stupid?
I'm sorry, I was born this way.
I don't like it. Give me... you. No, make it for me. Thank you.
Sometimes in this game, it's like I'm like, what would happen if a infomercial achieved sentience?
What?
Like, there's gotta be a better way.
Oh.
There is a better
Monochrome
way,
filter.
and I'll tell you how. No, I won't. I have no idea what you're doing.
I thought you meant like the kind of people that always get injured.
The person just mysteriously dropping plates.
Yeah, like those people.
How could this happen?
And they're like, how could this happen? And they're like just falling down 40 flights of stairs and not putting their hands forward. It's like, I don't know. How? Tell me. Because
Oh,
I don't have a
no.
chair for my legs. Oh shit, that's a good idea.
Is this choke
Wait, do
going
I-
to kill me?
Whoa.
Rude.
Andrew.
Now it is my inventory that would be full of science. The server is saving. Thank you.
All right. You'll appreciate it when Amazon takes it away from us.
Is that a thing that's happening now?
Maybe. I doubt it will, but it's doing that in the event of. I'm not paying money for this shit. At least I'm not
ran
paying
out of-
premium for this shit.
I ran out of underpasses. No.
If I have a logistic request for something, but it's colored in red, what does that mean? Does that mean like I'm not in range of those things being produced? Or is it not being produced at all? Or
You're asking
Should
too
mean
much of us.
Insufficient quantity of that.
interesting. Okay. Because I thought we had laser turrets being manufactured and deposited somewhere, but it looks like not maybe anymore. I don't know. Don't it?
Oops.
Hi.
Iron got cut off of this spot. Okay. Your science is not progressing.
You can't just say that to somebody.
Yeah, I don't even remember how to check which science isn't.
Science ain't sciencing.
I'm on it.
At this point, there's 17 sciences, and I don't know how to tell which one isn't making it.
The chemical science isn't making it because the engines aren't making it because there's no iron to the pipes.
Marrow.
Pipe iron. Don't hate me. But
See, we have to make a silo on this planet, don't we, in order to send stuff back?
Yes.
And I think we don't have one yet. Cargo landing pad.
Yeah, so I'm working on getting the materials to put that silo together, and the space platform has everything on it needed that we need to make our first few rockets. And I'm seeing... Okay, it should be good to bring that over now. So that's... I'm glad you have that, like, kind of surplus of science. We're just gonna toss... I don't know, how much can you get into one single rocket?
And where do you think you're gonna
1,000.
put it? So I can figure out where to take the science to?
Let's see. So you can see my cursor when we go into map view, right? When I'm like zip-zooping around. I don't know how to like gesture at an area.
Yeah,
I
see your
think you
icon.
can do. Can't you use like the little ghost hand thing?
I think I can basically see like, yeah, where your like cursor is centered. Anyways, this general spot where there currently are a bunch of cliffs, I think is going to like vertically become our factory once we have those cliff explosives. So we can probably go like a little ways up here. And I'll just go ahead and stick down a single supply chest out of range of everything currently, and we'll put the platform there when we've got it built.
Okay.
Base platform is very nearly here. Did we have a landing?
I will
strip?
find a way there eventually.
We do.
My 7 million conveyors. Head empty, conveyors full.
Wait a second.
You haven't have batteries being made anymore either, I don't think. Batteries, so then I can't make that.
Still need.
Time to learn the game, Illusory.
Ooh, I was holding out as long as I possibly
Your
could.
greatest fear.
Exactly. Am I? Oh, because I walked on a conveyor belt. That's funny. Okay.
Respond. How did I? What the actual fuck went on here? Wait,
Who did this?
who the fuck? I know who did this. It's me. But like, what the fuck was I doing? What was I thinking?
'Twas I all along, my greatest enemy.
The worst part is, yeah.
You too, me? Alright, Orange Science is approaching box. My job here is done. Now what I do for the next 5 hours.
I put some blueprints down. They fit in right in place of the regular steam turbines on Vulcanus.
Yeah. Laser turrets are up and running again. Sweet. Okay.
Oh, I hate it.
Aren't those just steam turbines?
No, they're the nuclear ones. They produce so much more power, 5.8 megawatts instead of less than a single megawatt.
But the game calls them steam turbines?
Yeah, steam turbines instead of steam engines. They just require nuclear level steam, which is much hotter.
Hotter.
If you were to replace that line of engines with turbines instead, you would have so much power. It's a nuclear plant without the nuclear reactor.
But what about my solar?
You can have solar too. Just the day-night cycle is so fast. It's very weird.
Oh.
Oh?
I just finished building all the turbines so that I could place them, and they're all already here.
Nice.
Oh, wait. Maybe when I wasn't looking, the robots took them out of my inventory and put them here because I was building them.
Probably.
That does sound more likely.
I was like, wait, who did this? Who else was doing this? There's like no one on this planet.
It was I. I did it.
It was specifically not you.
Oh, well. I guess my sibling did it then.
Fulgora is a dry, barren planet with no signs of life and dangerous lightning activity and frequent night cycles.
Sounds great.
Solar
Enjoy.
panels is much less effective. However, lightning can be collected by lightning rod and stored in accumulator. Oh god.
Oh,
Lightning
solar's
rods.
bad? I'm not going there. You can
Solar
enjoy
is
that
bad because now
planet.
you do lightning. I'm about to banish myself to the planet that turned that one guy evil in Mist 3. Everyone remembers.
Nikola Tesla?
Sorry, Mist 4. Well, he didn't turn into evil. He was already. It was the prison planet that didn't rehabilitate him, whereas the other guy went into a lush jungle, and then he was like, "I learned the value of life. I'll sacrifice myself." That's Mist, and that's. I just in 3 sentences summarized 4 Mist games. There are no natural resources found anywhere on the planet. Is a real sentence that it says. The only things available are leftovers from the form of entity scrap. What might have been oceans is now full of heavy oil, which can be extracted by offshore pump.
Well, there you go.
Oil ocean isn't landfillable until much later, but can be crossed by elevated rails, building rail support in deep parts of the ocean. So you can like create rails that go over an entire ocean of oil. It's an oil planet.
Yes.
An oil and a
America would be
wreckage
proud.
planet.
No natural resources. What are they talking about? Oil's a resource.
If I land
That's
there,
true.
is the wreckage is the scrap you can salvage going to be a reasonable thing to work with, or do I need to like make a big preparation shipment to come with me so that I don't strand myself with nothing?
You need to bring accumulators and miners at the very least, and it would be helpful to have some solar, even though it sucks.
Yeah.
The miners you're going to harvest piles of scrap essentially, and then you'll be processing that scrap into weird raw materials or not raw materials, and then figure out what to do from there.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we need to build a silo here before I can leave, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, how do I build this? What are the steps here? That still involves knowing how this base works, damn it. A rocket silo requires blue science. I don't think we're making on this planet. Granted, I guess the parts of a silo could also be shipped. Yeah, blue chips. I guess the parts of a silo could also be shipped to this planet.
Rocket silo is down.
What is down?
Yep. And the rocket is ready, so we can go ahead.
It's got science. No ammo slots? Oh shit.
Why has this entire session today been about hurting me in some new, unique way?
Look, it's been so long since I got to hurt you. I figured I'd strike fast.
That's the worst kind, because I can't react fast enough.
I died
Whoa, wait,
how
how
I
are you-
lived. A rocket coward. Goodbye, lava planet.
He left. He's gone.
Don't leave with the platform just yet. We've got enough science to make
just like-
one.
Just up here like, my job here is done. He didn't do anything.
Didn't I?
Does it look different here than I remember? Cargo, that's a lot of cargo bays. Let's see, has this been entirely redone since I made it? I'm trying to remember
What, the
how it looked
space
before.
platform?
Yeah.
All I really did was add some like ammo circulation. It should all still work the same way.
It's been so long.
Or does it?
The blue belt's connected to the yellow belt.
Rocket's almost ready.
There is something funny about just being covered in turrets that just shoot asteroids with bullets.
I mean, how else are you going to shoot asteroids?
Cool lasers? Hope?
Nah, it's not as fun. Did you say Pope?
I said hope.
Oh,
Cool laser.
I was actually interested in the
Cool
Pope answer.
laser popes.
Whoa, laser popes! That sounds pretty good, actually. Sign me up. Are they also from Chicago?
No power.
What? Oh, because it's our new pope from Chicago.
He is. Which, quite honestly, is nice. We finally deserve a win here, you know? They never let they never let Americans control the Vatican. What a mistake.
So I don't know, like, I'm sure this is like people just reading into things too much, but like supposedly, again, I don't know if I'm relaying misinformation or whatever, but there was some sort of like previous claim that like they might have said that they don't need or want popes from America because we're like the main world power, and it's like they don't need more representation from the United States, they felt. It's kind of like, oh, like if they're open to a pope from the U.S. now, does that mean we're an empire in decline? Like,
No, because he technically is. He is from America, but he's not American. He lived in a different country for the majority of his like adult life.
gotcha.
So that's the argument. Is like he's not an American. We didn't pick a guy who's living there currently, so he doesn't count.
What was that, Pert?
You're good to go.
Where are you going?
To Novice first.
And remember how to move this thing. The play button. I think that's actually how it works. Yeah, you click the play button. You click the to play button on the planet, and then it starts playing the movie of you getting to the planet, and then you're at the planet because fiction is real.
Whoa!
Bet you
I
didn't
love
think about
fiction. Where you go, I cannot reach.
that. Anakin, where you go, I cannot follow.
But I'll try.
Should I? Let's see. So am I able to take this platform to the new planet and then send it back, or
Yeah.
do I need a separate platform for each route?
We're eventually going to need that.
Eventually, you'll want it for each route. I also don't think this platform will survive a trip to Fulgora, but you could try.
Oh.
Oh.
Is there insight?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing to say.
Fulgora tells you that solar is less effective. It's also less effective in orbit.
Oh.
Oh.
It's like we need better fuel sources. What else do you use in space? I guess
You may just need more volume. Essentially, what I'm thinking is that your platform is going to run out of power and not be able to keep up with ammo and die a slow death.
Interesting.
How slow? Because I figured it wouldn't stay in orbit. I would just send it back or something, and it'd be back to being your guys' space platform, and while I figure out the new planet.
I mean, it's worth a try. It could go horribly. It could go well. I don't know.
Ooh,
And then
I
we
like
lose
those
a whole-
odds.
And then we lose a whole space platform that we definitely didn't spend 8 hours making or something.
And fully trap, you on Fulgora and Perp and Andrew on Vulcanus. This actually just fly it there.
Wait, he said something that might sound scary if it came true.
Okay, so we are now over Nalvis. I think we're ready to deliver science or something.
I
What's the hope?
requested it, so it should be coming down already.
Nice.
Yeah, it all unloaded.
Now I need to try to
Okay.
bring helpful things up here. And yeah, maybe more solar so that it can power. Wonder if we have
some accumulators would definitely offset the problem, because if you sent the platform back fast enough, it shouldn't die.
If you need accumulators, we have some.
We probably need more platform. I wonder if we have that backlogged anywhere. Space Foundation or whatever it's called.
It looks like there's a couple thousand boxed up.
Could I? Should I? Would I? Yes.
There's the rocket silo. I'm fine.
That's a loud rocket silo.
Oh right, like the struggle wasn't even entirely the fact that you can make the Space Foundation, it was the fact that the rocket fits so little of it, right? Do you have any blueprints for placing turrets, Illusory?
No.
I feel like that would
Yeah.
revolutionize your life.
Probably would.
Yeah.
But you have to
maybe not
learn how to
this-
make blueprints.
Yeah, I spent last session doing that. I figured I had to do like a big honeycomb of fully ammo stocked gun turrets so I could try to fight things.
Not the cliffs.
It's very satisfying to just plop the blueprint down and have your drones just almost instantly deploy the formation.
Interesting. I might look into that.
If
If
not
necessary.
blueprints, you should try something real quick.
What's that?
Uh-oh.
As soon as that wave is cleared out, just press Control C and drag your cursor over your big blob of turrets.
Ah, okay. Well, I'll do that when I have a more. This is not a clean. This was a sloppy turret placement. I don't condone this turret placement. I might be
Okay.
responsible for it, but
Yeah, Control C for copy, Control X for cut, and Control V for paste all work.
hell yeah. Okay, cool.
Well, that's the worst text message I've ever received.
Oh, everything okay?
It's my mom. Geez, Keith, I'm impressed. I subscribed to your channel. I noticed you post like 4 videos a day. Proud of you, son. A ton of views too. I do not want her to
Can't
look
get
at my channel.
oh, okay. I get that, but
I was at a family get together for my grandpa's birthday last week, and like my uncle was like, yeah, or this or that person, like one of the sons, or I don't know, some young person was like getting into YouTube. I told them to look you up. I'm like, no,
no, please don't.
I don't really need my family to understand anything about my YouTube these days.
Just send them the hot dog gif.
That's even that is like a 5-year-old thing. That was so long ago.
Okay.
The color of change, like 12-hour Minecraft stream.
So long ago. And yet.
On in the background, I don't know what it is, but I couldn't recognize Andrew's voice for like the first several hours.
What?
Like, it's, besides your mannerisms, like
Yeah.
there's something about like your tone of voice that just sounds different than I've ever heard you. And I was like, who is that? Who's that man? That
It's probably
mysterious
because-
individual.
Wait, when was that? It was like 20.
It was 2020.
2020. You're talking about the
2020.
pandemic and everything.
Is it just because he's
Shit.
like sleepy Minecraft Andrew or something?
Let's try this on a smaller scale so we can understand what I'm actually doing.
You're saying
So,
you were watching
control
the old stream of Minecraft Andrew when you couldn't tell it was him?
It was just there's like it's weird because like I feel like he kind of slips back into his normal tone. It's just literally like it's like a little higher pitched than I'm used to hearing him or something.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, I wasn't going anywhere with that. That's just me as I'm designing foundries.
Okay, so I control C like a set of turrets, then I see like they're automatically like following my mouse cursor. If I left click again, it puts blue ones
Yeah, so
down.
that-
Yeah, so the bots will build it.
Yep.
Ah,
your bots,
okay, so
your bots will build that.
I need bots then.
Oh, you don't have bots.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Everything I admit is like a new horror story to you guys.
You gotta have a whole backpack for the bots.
How is he surviving without bots?
I'm just, you know, I'm thriving.
You just turn this man loose in the wilderness without any gear, without any bots. without any
He turned himself
blueprints.
loose. No, we didn't do it.
You literally abandoned him. Abandoned him.
He was already in the
Yes.
wilderness before we left.
Yeah, I
yeah,
was literally at home all day.
This was all
making-
satisfactory too, where the majority of the playthrough he wasn't using any of the technology that we invented that was even connected to what he was doing.
No, I was collecting all the weird things.
I was like, illusory. We have homing bullets now.
And he came back home and made a factory to make them, and then never came back again.
That was all I needed.
Abandoned. You can't abandon illusory. You can't. You turn around and he's gone.
Yeah. The only reason we can even see him anymore is because there's a map that tracks where he is, and there's a buffer of bugs stopping him from just disappearing over the horizon.
Do you like break a hole in this wall every time?
What do you think? What do you think the answer to that question is?
Oh my god! What a worse response than I thought was gonna happen.
Look, a door that opens is a vulnerability. I won't let that stand.
Damn.
That was just such an incredible, like, bitch, you live like this moment. Also, can I send the platform back when I'm not on it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, I have to worried about whether or not I'd like hop off it and then it's just floating there dying. I'm like,
Andrew,
sorry.
you
You've
have to take a save
abandoned
right
me.
now.
I'd be like, I didn't pre-program a return route, I'm sorry. I'll be fine. I wonder why solar is so bad there when you're... I get maybe when you're on the planet, but why when you're not on the planet?
So if you look at the space map, you'll see that Fulgora is substantially further away from the star than Novus.
So it's not an atmosphere thing. There's a space
No.
map?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is in the top. Oh, hello. The shattered planet. Oh, geez. Past the solar system edge. That looks like it's the ending or something.
Yeah, solar system edge is the victory condition, and the shattered planet is an stretch goal.
Damn. When we start hearing the Outer Wilds theme. Have you played Outer Wilds yet?
I have, and I did not like it.
After all that.
I agree.
Get him, comments. Get him.
I love that game
Yeah.
so much.
No, I totally can understand why people love it, and I actually did enjoy like the problem solving of how to get through puzzles with the mechanic. But I don't like that level of repetition, and so it was grinding on me pretty quick.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with
That's
the
interesting.
game. Like, it's a fine game. It just the loop just didn't capture me. That's all.
Interestingly, I feel like I mostly escaped repetition when I was playing it, because you could always just go right back to where you left off most of the time. And I think maybe I was just like more aggressively following leads.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm just stupid.
Because the level of repetition of just being like the first 30 seconds of waking up and flying away isn't much to me.
Your accumulators are already empty.
Oh,
And you're not even halfway there.
can I go back?
You can. You can turn around.
I mean, it seems like I
You
need
added
to.
accumulators, but you didn't add any solar panels.
You said that just accumulators would probably be fine.
Maybe.
Mom,
let's
come
head-
pick
let's-
me up.
let's head
I'm
back.
scared.
All right, so then I'm gonna need a bunch of space platform then, so I can place more stuff.
I feel like you'll probably
so.
get there faster if you just hold it. Like, it does slowly pull you there on its own.
What
Like,
slowly pulls you there
just
on its
buckle
own?
up. Like gravity, literally, it'll pull. Oh, well, I guess you're going back to Novus anyway.
It's going so much slower now too.
Yeah, you ran out of fuel, so.
Waka waka. Well, attempts were made. It'll all be fine. Or it super won't. And that's fine.
Is it?
I don't know, I'm leaving the planet.
Wait, what?
Whee!
Hurry up and
Good luck.
finish Fulgora so I can have a mech suit again.
That's not a good sign. Is it? Oh, it was waiting for a rocket to come in. Okay, I was like, the play button didn't do anything. I'm scared.
What do you need?
Let's see. If my mom was just looking at my YouTube channel, what thumbnails did she see? Okay. I don't think the werewolf with both of his arms raised upward will necessarily register.
Okay.
And she probably doesn't click on anything.
What does that mean? What do you mean she doesn't click on anything? Like she doesn't.
I don't think she's gonna watch any. I don't think she's gonna watch any of my content. No.
Oh. I thought you meant like she just generally doesn't click on anything on YouTube. I'm like, what do you? She's like, lets the algorithm feed her? Like, it's crazy.
I appear to not be moving anymore.
That was fast.
I don't know what's happening. I still have charge.
It's out of fuel.
That's also fast. Didn't you just go into space? What the hell?
No. Oh,
it's,
no, I put fluid.
It's blocked up on ice.
Let's see.
So both of these ice or the oxide asteroid
I
crushers.
can't believe I did the fix on the metal one and not the ice one. What is wrong with me?
Oh, the fucking thing stuck in the output again.
Yeah.
Is there ever a way to fix this to make it not?
Yeah, no, I fixed it on the metal ones. Just copy the solution.
Isn't it the same on all of them already?
No, because you see, only the red ones, or only the metal ones have the wire.
Have the wire.
The red wire. It's like crisscrossing, like a little V shape.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to like look at it again. Oh, nope, don't pick it up. Read contents. Doesn't seem to say anything.
You need to put the wire on first for it to get that little side panel on the ice one. So if you click to work with red wires, you go down to the little like red looking curly Q in your hotbar. And that'll let you like click from one to the other. So you just like match what I did there.
Maybe I don't want to copy your homework.
So you set it to that type of ore equals 0.
Basically saying like only take it off the belt if there's nothing already in the system.
Oh god damn it. Oh, that's gonna be bad. I've polluted.
Well, I mean, it did. Yeah.
No.
This is where you could pretty quickly, like if you control right click something that has circuit on it and then control left click onto something else, it'll copy over the logic. And then you can just say like, not metal, ice asteroids. And it'd probably be prudent to do this on the oxide ones as well when you're done.
Ah, no, it keeps trying to pick up the other ice. Wait, no. That equals 0.
Oh, this guy.
Rotate that one 3 times, you should be good.
Well, no, it kept trying to pick up the ice cubes. So something's wrong.
Because it was pointing the wrong direction.
What did he use destroyed?
So yeah, and right now it's pointing it onto the belt. You want to rotate it 2 more times.
I didn't put anything down there, did I?
Don't you want to be pointing at the belt? Isn't the point to take the stuff out of...
Oh, up.
That's fucking it up.
Currently, you see the direction of the arrow?
It's pointing up.
Yeah, so it's taking it out of the asteroid and putting it onto the belt. You want it to be going off the belt into... Yeah, so you want the asteroids to go into the crusher, and then the ice cubes go onto the lower belt.
I thought the whole point is that they're feeding into each other and it's getting stuck because it gets the asteroid chunk stuck in its output, so we need to pull them both back out so it doesn't get stuck. So that's why I'm taking them out.
Okay, hold on. I see where the confusion is coming from.
Because these weird systems, we've been continually stuck on the idea that the stuff that it inputs, it outputs its own input because of its weird fucky grinding system. It has RNG with whether or not it puts out its own output as its input as another output, and then it clogs it up, and then it stops producing stuff.
Yeah, you got the I think your solution will work. It's just it was like one extra step that I wasn't thinking about. All it needs to do is you just need to have the one.
I don't see how it's
puts
different from what you put.
So I think you put the red arm out, and I just did the blue arm in. Has the don't take anything off the top belt unless it's empty. Like that's all it needs to do, because the ones in the middle will handle like recycling one to the other.
Those are already set up, and it's getting stuck anyway. That's why I'm trying to fix it. It already has the 2 arms.
There
going
was
back
no
and
red
forth.
wire on the ice one. That's the thing, is like there's no circuit logic on the ice or the oxide ones. It's only on the metal, and the metal is not getting stuck.
Yeah, I'm trying to copy that over, but I don't understand the difference in the logic between the two. Because it was still getting stuck. I'm currently working on the far right one, and that's it. That's all I've touched. Everything else was just how it was when I got here.
Just copy and paste the red circuit from that to that, and that to that.
Why would you connect both arms? They're going in opposite directions.
I would just have them all go downwards, is sort of the thing.
Isn't the point to take it out when it clogs? I don't understand what your goal is then, because I thought that was what we're trying to do to make it stop breaking.
The point is we don't want to put anything in the first place until it's empty. That's like, it'll never clog, because those are only going to activate if there's nothing down in the lower in the processor.
Okay, so it'll
But it
just
doesn't need to take anything out.
So it'll successfully process back and forth just fine on an infinite loop as long as nothing else gets added in?
I think I might have to wait and see how it actually... I might be completely wrong here, I'm sorry. It's mostly just an issue because, like, you know, the oxide doesn't have anywhere to, like, put it back out, or I guess you could always just put a filter on it so that it'll only take out the... It's mostly the problem is, like, if it's taking it out like that, then, like, eventually it could... Because you can see, like, the metal asteroids, like, they don't actually have anywhere to put it because that belt is totally full. So, like, if it does get stuck there, then it'll be totally stuck because their output is completely clogged full of nothing but metal. Yeah, it is already. Let's see. Oh, they're not reading their contents. All right, hold on. Leave it like that. I think that was the problem, was the asteroids weren't actually sending the signal. So it thought it was always 0.
So one way or another, we're at least moving again. Okay.
Yeah, that was...
We did it.
So, yeah, the carbonic one, similarly, you just need to click on the asteroid clickers, or the asteroid crushers, and make sure that you check on read contents, because otherwise it's never actually going to send the signal of, like, what's in the crusher. So that's why the arms were always enabled, because, like, they just think the signal's always 0.
Wait, why am I going to Vulcanus?
No.
No, not Vulcanus, Fulgora. I just reached my destination and then it just started traveling to Vulcanus. Now it says going from Vulcanus to Nauvis? What is going on with this thing?
So it has to go from, like, one planet to the next, I think, because they're, like, too far away or something.
Oh, while we were working on it,
Is
did it
that-
just decide to go all the way back to Vulcanus instead when I wasn't looking? What happened there?
I don't know.
Is some like bot network thing telling it to travel to the wrong planet?
It is, you should understand that, like, that is a schedule that it's on. So yeah, it's Fulgora doesn't have any wait conditions, so it just immediately goes to Vulcanus. That's why I stuck in the little, like,
I guess
cargo.
passenger not present is the thing to add.
Then it'll immediately go as soon as you get off it, and you won't be able to take any of your stuff.
I should just send stuff down first then, right? Is that a thing? Or do
Yeah,
I have
that'd
to
be
be
good.
there?
All I'm saying is I put in the little, like, cargo blank is less than 0, just so that, like, it'll never go past those, because that's, like, nonsense
Yeah.
logic.
Well,
So
I
just-
guess the
I know
new
where it
the new
is.
ship successfully reached Fulgaris because I didn't even notice that
Yeah.
we went there and then back while I was trying to figure out that
too-
circuit. Waka waka. I'm a fake adult.
What's a real adult?
I'm still trying to figure that out. They might not exist.
Yeah, I don't
Like
think
the
so.
idea,
How do
like
you...
the idea of a neurotypical person. I'm not sure if they're
Well, wait
real.
a second. I don't know if that's true.
Find one. You can't, can you?
I'm trying. There's a lot of people in the world, Keith. Give me a second.
Scanning. Windows indexing operation starts running. Which rules you out as being a neurotypical.
I never said I was. I just said that there must be a okay, probably. No. I guess that wouldn't be non-neurotypical. What about Winston Churchill? That guy seems pretty...
He's dead.
Well, okay, sure. There's a lot of dead people.
He's neuro nothing.
They can still... Well, okay, I don't know about that.
Do you think he still has brain activity?
I mean, he smoked a lot of cigars.
What does that mean? Like they
yeah,
preserved them?
Maybe. I don't know. It was just a lot. It had to have done something.
Does it?
No, I mean, it doesn't. That's true.
And crucially, does that preserved brain have electrical currents in it?
Are...
I actually don't remember if the brain's nervous system actually has anything resembling electricity, or if it's just the way people metaphorically show it, like jellyfish. Because jellyfish are basically like a string of yarn that has a bunch of heroin needles sticking out of it, and
Heroin needles.
But then people metaphorically
What?
represent it like an electric shock, and that's not what they do.
Well, yeah, they stab you. They don't
Yeah,
shock
they stab you. They don't shock
mean,
you. They
there are-
stab you, and then they fill you with a bunch of horrible venoms that cause you great pain instantly.
I'm pretty sure there are electrical pulses inside of the human body. Like there is energy generated that is could be I don't know what defines electrical. Does it have to leave? Does it have to be? I don't know. I think there is electrical current in the body.
This is just the kind of mental overtime I appreciate from these sessions. I love figuring out Factorio and neuroscience at the same time.
Is this figured out neuroscience, or is this getting
The secret ingredient is that Andrew and I are not figuring out Factorio. We're just doing this.
Why can't they type? What the heck?
Let's see, is
going
my
on?
ammo production doing okay?
Did this
It doesn't
break?
seem
Why
like
is this
it.
keyboard not working?
This is just how fast those particular things build ammo. Fuck you guys. Okay, how do I drop things from planet?
These blueprints
or
might
to
have been a
planet?
good idea.
Let's see.
Might not have been, or might have been.
Oh no, might have been.
Yes.
Oh, orbital drop slots. That would do it. It's time to just fire a bunch of rockets at the planet. Yay! This will be exciting.
But you haven't gone down yourself yet to know where you're firing them. Got it.
That's a fun little judgment I'm hearing.
I
Was that shade?
I should note that the lightning storms on Fulgora do damage buildings, and I don't know if that also goes to drop pods.
They can
Oh,
damage
boy.
you too.
Yeah.
Wow, this planet
If I
doesn't sound
die
great
on
at all.
Fulgara, do I respawn on Fulgara?
Only if you put down the one of those drop facilities, right?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever died on another planet.
Oh.
Damn.
Got a badass over here.
Yeah, whoa,
I mean,
all
for
right.
Planets that have no hostile aliens.
I'm gonna press the scary button now.
Good luck.
Okay, this guy's gonna shoot from pretty far away, so I gotta take care of him. Settle down. No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's gonna suck here.
Whoa.
It's not so bad.
Oh, I'm stuck. Oh no, I died.
Uh-oh.
That's not fun. Shit. I got stuck on a tree, kinda.
All right, you can. Who wants
I can
who wants the rocket to come to them?
Vulcanus?
We should probably bring it back to Vulcanus, yeah, so we can
Alright.
get more research going.
Get it away from where it currently is, where it might die of lack of sun-itis.
Common
lives.
problem for me.
All
Well,
right.
how nice for all of your drop pods to land in a lightning attractor.
Oh, does that mean
safe.
that I'm safe?
Yeah.
Go figure. Some accumulators, got some bullshit. And some Fulgorite. Looks like a bird foot. Oh, is that I'm gonna get hit by lightning icon? I think so.
It just says you're at risk of it. The storms aren't constant, but they are right now.
How bad does it hit?
I don't think I've seen it without shields, so I don't actually know how much damage.
Do I have shields?
One strike probably doesn't kill you.
Oops, I took my armor off by accident. Now I don't have shields.
Oh,
Uh,
that might kill you.
trying to remember how to look at my armor. Nope, god damn it.
Oh,
There's so much controls. Oh boy.
That's scary.
What's happened? Uh
Oh, was
they
the
ran
rock?
out of ammo.
oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, the
I've paused it. We'll see if it survives.
It's doing
Yikes.
great. Uh-oh. That's a lot of incoming asteroids.
Oh no. I mean, it's trying its best.
Yeah, just gotta
I'm just
hope.
gonna let it float along without any thrusters.
Just gotta hope its ammo production catches back up. Yeah.
It's not gonna. Those left ones are never getting any ammo before those things hit it.
Oh. Not our floating rock.
The right side might not get destroyed, but the left side gonna take a beating. Guessing there's no repair packs on here either.
There's repair packs on there.
It's weird because
Oh.
I didn't realize like it can't
They're working
repair
so-
everything at the same time. Yeah, it like just has to very slowly tick away at one pack at a time.
Okay, this will eventually get back to novice, where
You'll be
it
fine.
can resupply.
It's doing great. Let's see. Does it automatically queue up to rebuild anything that gets destroyed?
Yes.
Looks
Yeah,
like.
it has requests
Yeah.
for construction.
This poor thing.
Oh,
It's
that
done,
was
Sir
insane.
Keith. It's fine.
I'm already here. I don't need it anymore. I get to be afraid of this planet now. And what is even happening on it? Okay, the storm is gone, so that was great. At the time, you were like, "Uh-oh," and I'm like, and I thought it was because I was gonna die. And there was a big storm, but no, exciting new things were happening elsewhere.
Death and
Holmium
destruction on a bigger
or-
scale.
Holmium or what?
So I think you're gonna want to try to get to that island above you. Oh, storm's coming in.
How likely am I to find more lightning attractors? Oh god, it's happening again.
Yeah, there are some on there. You can see them.
I go into map mode.
I think it's important
There
to
it
note
is.
you don't get the ones that are there by default. Like those don't go into your inventory, you deconstruct them. So
Yeah,
don't
break
pick them up thinking you can put them back down.
Oh, yeah. I assume I can make new ones eventually and, like,
Yeah.
have to tower defense my entire own base.
Yes.
Ah, wait, I can't go in the water.
You can
Must be a
walk in the
ramp.
shallows there. Yeah,
You're trying to
where it looks
swim?
like there's cliffs. You can't go through the cliffs, but I think your path is going to be like.
What are scary
way.
X's? Oh, those are
That's
you.
me placing down markers.
I thought it was explosions coming.
Is there really no way onto that island? Oh.
I think all the way around on the side, maybe?
Yeah, but I think that's deep ocean. Oh, you're on. You did it.
Now I'm just awash with lightning accumulators.
Perfect.
That's a lot of random scrap shit. All right.
Yep. Just don't accidentally break the accumulators or attractors, and you're good. All the weird scrap shit that you're getting is a preview of what you're going to get from processing the scrap.
I assume this giant hole is also safe to break.
Yeah.
Well, this is a pretty garbage planet.
You unlock recycling.
Nice.
Did a garbage planet do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
exactly what happened. That was the sentence. Holmium processing. That already. Wait, do we research it? Trigger technology is. Oh, craft a holmium ore. Okay.
Yeah, this is an important thing to note because this is something that you and Andrew got tripped up on with Vulcanus. Is a lot of this like automatic research that you're unlocking is adding stuff like new recipes. So make sure you like.
but there's
check.
no like
Oh,
tech
that
tree
again.
involved, or there's no research like work that you do.
Yeah, so like one of the things that you just unlocked is you can recycle stuff by hand, and that's actually really, really fast, but also random.
What do you mean random?
I mean, you can take a look at that recipe.
Are they loot boxes for my hands?
It sure is.
Oh no,
That's the worst sentence.
Fulgora is the loot box planet, baby.
not gambling.
So you just have
Yes,
to
gambling.
let's go
All
gambling.
gambling.
So your job is to sort garbage, basically.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh no.
It's the filter arm planet. This sounds like the kind of chaos that I've been training for my whole life, with my inability to build things that aren't for this purpose anyway.
It really is.
I'm finally in my
Good
own.
luck sorting out the logistics of all of it. I have faith.
I'm pretty good at I'll get a solution. It may not be the solution, but right now I'm just trying to get rid of all of the pieces of garbage that are in my way, because it's hard to find all the solid pieces. Let's see. Deconstructor planner. If I do deconstructor planner, it'll highlight them. Yeah, there we go. How do I undeconstruct a planner? Shit. How do I get rid of an X that I added?
I think it's you hold shift and the deconstruction planner.
There it is. Okay. Medium ruin. These are all. That's all destructible. Quite destructible. Highlighting all the cliffs is destructible because of our freaking anti-cliff bombs.
If
I
only
don't
you
have
brought
here.
some with you.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to make the mountains afraid.
Do you think God is afraid of what he has wrought?
Why? Couldn't he just snap us out of existence? Oh, I guess it took him 7 days to do all this shit. Okay, maybe I'd be a little scared. Taking a week to kill humanity is a little scary. That's enough time for them to recuperate.
Give us 1 week and we'll figure out the god bomb.
Yeah, I don't trust that shit. That is okay. That makes sense. It's a little rough. You got to figure out how to get rid of them in like at least a couple days, 2 maybe max.
What if I just overinvest in this one first island? Like it's my home base forever now.
So that's actually a big logistical thing. A big like limiting factor on Fulgora is that like you're kind of limited to how many accumulators you can fit on a given island, because you can't necessarily, like unless 2 islands are so close that you can like get a long wire to reach across them, like you can't like have an island just be like your energy island. Like all the electricity needs to be stored on.
It has to be local electricity because you can't transmit the
get
power
across the
from island to
or
island.
across the ocean. So you can find some, like, you haven't revealed much of the map yet. There's some way bigger islands out there.
But this one's cozy.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Damn. You're coming for my island. Like, I cleaned
Your
it.
island? Your island's shit, actually.
Look at all my garbage I have now.
It's just the long-term intended flow of Fulgora is that you don't like build on the oil ocean, except for like you get these like special raised railing train rail platforms that you can put in the oil ocean. And so all these little like tiny islands that just have like a little bit of scrap on them is essentially like you're just supposed to bring a train here and nothing else.
And I guess the train, you just hope it survives the trips, and then the rails don't get attacked.
They give you some grace there. You can't get the trains don't get struck by lightning.
So they
But the stuff on the islands can.
They're moving too fast.
All right, let's look for a bigger island. Herb says that this one is too small. I can feel your eyes on me because you're watching me with your cursor the whole time.
I'm the eyes in the sky.
Can I survive in this bit? Okay. For some, I thought the dark part was more dangerous than this. Okay, this one's chunkier.
You can get way bigger.
It's potentially a good start. Ooh, especially if that landmass to the west is any big.
Because they'd be attached, ish.
Yeah, you could definitely fit a long pole across that.
It's just the kind of thing like once you're locked in, you're committed. Yeah, now we're talking.
Suspiciously vertical line in the environment there.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird map gem thing for sure.
The chunks aren't chunking.
And that's kind of, so this is a really good example where, like you can totally like reach a long wire from like this island to the other island, so you can have just all your accumulators on one. And then be free to build with the rest of it. And I am working on cliff explosives over here, so eventually you'll be able to clear off.
Okay, this whole area is safe. Is there a way to do like a... Might be able to reach across there. Is there a way to do a filter on the deconstruct planner to just specifically ignore cliffs and lightning rods?
Yeah.
And then just let me highlight all the other garbage that's in my way.
If you like drop it into your inventory and like right click to open it up, then you have like both a whitelist and a blacklist. Conversely, I made just a deconstruction planner for only cliffs, so I can drag that across our base and not pick up any of the shit, but just get rid of the cliffs.
Whoa. Whoa!
Like that.
That was
Is there
scary. It just exploded right in front of me.
Check it out.
Is there
My
anything
life
that I'm trying
exploded.
not to destroy on this planet besides the lightning attractors?
Not really. It's all just sources of more scrap.
Zoop.
Wow. I was busy building solar panels, and this place is just full of bombs now. Where did all these bombs come from?
Cliff explosives,
Purely
my dude.
explosives.
This is a bomb explosion factory?
Pretty much.
Oh.
I don't think I even have robots that can help with this. It's just helping me highlight them so I can see all the shit easier.
If you didn't bring them, you don't got them.
I just want the red X's so I can tell, especially when it's on top of the ore. And by ore, I mean garbage. All right, let's start unpacking this mess. The music is nice here.
What kind of music?
I like
pick
Fulgora
up?
soundtrack.
Strings, a lot of rising strings.
Whoa. Can I hear it if I go view you?
I think so, yeah.
Alright, I'm coming over. Stop blowing up things nearby me. It scares me.
No, it doesn't seem like that's possible.
No, it doesn't change the music. That's
I don't like Vulcanuses. The Vulcanus is the only planet I don't like.
The music
Yeah,
for
there's a lot
in
of
general.
lightning.
The
That's-
soundtrack in particular, but it also is not my favorite flow, gameplay flow. Look, I figured out Glebus last time. I'm basically God. I am like glowing right now. I have
Basically,
Whoa.
God.
the hubris on this guy.
the Factorio fans in the comments. The two of them that there are will understand.
Oh. Why so little?
Famously unpopular game, Factorio.
It's definitely the kind of thing where I feel like Space Age probably like did not reach as wide of an audience as they were hoping. Like it was not the big like everybody pick it back up kind of update.
Oh, was it not?
It just in general like it's interesting watching like a couple other Let's Plays from like people who again played it. I was watching like the Yogs cast and just they're similarly like just kind of they get to Vulcanus and they're like what hell do we do? And because it's just they really don't tutorialize it all that much and it's like if you're not gonna hit pause on the recording and then like okay let me go tutorialize myself for 5 hours, then you just kind of get stuck.
It's
Can be
coward
a
talk.
bit of an ask.
Oh,
Clearly you
Science
just-
on Vulcanus isn't available to ship automatically.
Okay, let's fix that. How much of it is actually getting made generally?
There is a couple thousand up at the spaceport. Oh, I just have to toggle on automatic requests.
Okay, there we go.
What's the
Oh, they ran out
hardest
of-
part of this?
That ran out of power. Well, that's not good.
Is Folgers in your cup?
You're my Christmas present.
That's what a
Oh, what?
cursed thing to say.
Fun references to the Folgers incest commercial.
What? What did I miss?
Do you not know about that commercial?
I don't think so.
You don't know
That's
the Folgers
crazy.
incest commercial?
No, that's the. I can't say I'm familiar with that one. I don't think. I must have missed out on that one.
Look it up, chat.
I mean, you are missing out on that one. It's wild.
All right, I'm gonna take a look.
the parody bit that someone made is like actually
Yeah.
godlike. It's hilarious.
CJ the X has a good video about it that is just unhinged. And it's also the
It's actually kind of annoying to see just how bad it is in comparison to what it's referencing. Like, when you look and you're like, oh wait, actually, it's kind of annoying that it's like this.
I'm actually seeing CJ the X next month.
Oh, did you get a ticket to one of their shows?
Yep. I'm gonna go up to
Nice.
Vancouver again and visit my friend again.
Oh, that's fun.
That's like half
I was
of it is
just
an
about to say, I was
excuse
like,
to
wait a
do that.
second. I don't think they're touring in America, are they?
No, they're not.
Yeah, I was like, that'd be crazy. How could they do that? Wouldn't they be deported?
Yeah, it's funny. They made a video about made a video called like on online entitlement and stuff, just talking about how like people act, the fan phenomenon of how people react to you doing private, like doing offline shows that aren't documented and made available online and so on. And that was all in the context before it became extra nightmarish to do anything in the United States. I see. So I can't yet jump to the other planet to put stuff there because while I can physically cross that gap, it's not safe yet.
Correct.
The
You're
old
gonna,
not
You're gonna
safe
need
yet.
your own lightning attractors.
Yep. Yeah, I've been curious what it's like to see one of these, a show by that kind of YouTuber live.
Yeah, that is a curious question because it's I can tell the videos that they make are edited. So what is stream of consciousness like? I don't know, maybe they have like live streams or something and it makes more sense, but
I realized that I didn't bring substations. That'll be fun.
We never finished the wall over there, or they broke through at some point.
Oh wait,
That's
what?
exciting.
What?
We're losing miners currently on Novice.
what?
Oh shit! Well, and I died and lost all my shit, so I'm not in a position to
Uh-oh.
help with that. That's a problem.
Oh no!
Yeah, wait.
Oh
No!
no! They're just eating everything over there. Oh
Kill
no!
them.
They get past the wall. Where you had to get
You got any
there?
remote control tanks?
Oh,
I guess
there's a hole in the
there's no
wall, yeah.
northern barrier up there, is there?
Yeah, there's no northern barrier up there.
There used to be.
They eat the whole thing
Oh.
dead
Did?
up.
Marty's fucking on it
No.
way faster.
I don't think so.
He's sending a train to kill them.
I think the train's just so we can get there.
Oh. Oh.
Gonna fuck things up.
We can't rebuild it. We have the technology.
Yeah, I was knowing there is a tank like on the map, and like any tank you can just jump into and ride around remote control wise as long as it's in signal range. So
Yeah, that
That's
wall's
okay
still
with something like
fine.
that.
Nothing over there. Where do they come from? Oh, up north.
Yeah, up north.
Ah.
Damn.
Cannot draw straight lines.
What's the solution? Just wall it off? Make a little stone garden over there? Copper garden? Yeah, copper garden. Or that. That's a good idea. Kill them with fire. What are we researching?
nothing right now. Just gotta. Turbo transport belts would be the next thing. Then artillery would be the next thing. I'm working on like a belt production that's going to go into the green belts. So that's like the last tier of belts.
Turbo belt. Whoa. I'm so far behind on the belt game.
You've been lost in solar for too long.
It's true.
He's lost
Does
in the
solar ever
sauce.
Does solar ever get better? Is there like a upgrade to solar?
Only quality. If you go down the route of quality modules, you can have better solar.
Quality? I'm not doing that.
Oh, I
You
just ate one of them. Damn it! I did a misclick. That's gonna cost me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there used to be a wall here.
But I got it.
I don't think I would have torn one down without replacing it.
Maybe they did.
I think.
They could have done it.
Although I'd wonder how they did it without us noticing.
But I'm
No.
also more surprised that oil hasn't been attacked.
No, because there's no trace of it. Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to keep a train in your pocket so you can go respond to emergencies.
You just got a pocket train.
Pocket train.
A normal thing to have.
Very normal. I also have a pocket tank that I forgot about.
How do you forget it's there? It's a tank.
Look, I don't inventory my pockets very often.
I wish that when you were placing things, you could see the safe zones in real time.
Keith, you can make your own lightning rods.
I can make my own lightning rods.
Yep. Your chat that you ignore pointed out that you've been able to craft them since unlocking the planet.
Wow. I looked over at chat and all they did was talk about like the lack of pushback on child marriage, and I'm like, that's enough.
What? What?
Sometimes the first sentence you see spoils it for everyone.
Guys, don't use the internet.
Welcome
It's
to the internet.
Oh god, I'm gonna die again. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. You idiot.
How do I tangle all this?
In my defense, I haven't built anything yet.
That's true.
I'm literally just placing my panels and accumulators right now.
So Andrew, we might want to move this bottom row of accumulators because that's definitely where I think we're going to do coal cracking.
I see my two
Sounds good to me. I didn't put them there,
pointless.
so I'm
Okay,
down to
got it.
destroy them.
I'll X and paste.
Yeah, I've been trying to build them upwards in this area over here.
We don't want to cover the coal. We definitely
No, I don't.
Enable
Yeah, I'm
that.
not building into coal anymore.
gotcha.
No, I'm trying to build on the sides of the solar. Speaking of, I need.
So I can make my own lightning rods, but those lightning rods require power, ironically.
Well, won't they get power by just existing?
Oh yeah, is the plug icon for lightning rod just saying that it can provide me with power?
Yeah, if it's not connected to the power grid, then it's not helping you. So it's giving you the power icon as a power generator.
But does it still collect does it still block electricity when it's placed without being plugged in?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you definitely want it plugged in.
What do these cost to make? Stone bricks.
Everything.
But at what cost? A recycler costs blue chips. Goodie.
Holy, this coal belt, what the fuck? What even is this? Okay.
I was thinking about that too. It was hurting me.
What is...
And your seconds after he does the thing in the first place.
What? I didn't build that.
Yeah, no,
Don't blame me for that.
This is a Keith ammo belt extraordinaire right here.
How does recycling work? You said you could hand recycle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a recipe in one of the tabs.
In the intermediate products tab.
What, you can't crush metal with your hands like all of us? Oh.
Damn, look at it go.
Oh, we're just getting rid of the orange?
I'm just getting rid of the belt, and I'm gonna have the bots bring it over probably because we need less things weaving.
I
Sounds
will
good.
very occasionally get some things that might help.
Coal might be trickier because there may very well be something that we need coal for down here. It's just that's a long way.
I trust the process.
I didn't trust the deputy.
Yeah.
Wait, where did you put all this?
Put all what?
The accumulators.
They're probably just taking it to a storage chest somewhere. Again, by the end of this
Oh,
session, that knot will be no more. I promise.
That what?
no.
Just the knot of the like
Hit him with
Vulcanus
paper.
factory.
Holmium ore cannot be smelted. Okay. I feel a little betrayed.
Should have read the fine print.
It
I can't
requires
read.
an assembly machine or a foundry
Oh.
to process.
You should probably learn to do that.
I need so many blue chips so I can make a recycler. Let's see. Oh, yep. There, it literally gives you the dice chances of each thing you might get. Oh, I actually can make a recycler. Well, that's good. Probably make a dedicated number for this planet.
Now I'm curious, Marty, how much of a hand did you have in nursing the red rocket to Mars back to health? Was that like something that we could just kind of like leave in the background? Because I'm interested in the fact that it's like we had that freak out, but it seems like it's just working again, and like it really is. We could just leave that and it would fix itself.
I think he mostly paused it, didn't he? So that it would refill.
Yeah, I came in and paused the thrust so it wouldn't keep driving itself straight into asteroids. And then as soon as it had some ammo, I turned it back on so it could get to the planet sooner.
Gotcha.
And then after that, it repaired itself. So there was no issues getting all the supplies up and getting everything present. And then I just added some walls to the front so that it'll die a little bit slower next time.
Yeah, walls.
Just a little though.
Just a little, not a lot.
Yeah. Don't want to make it feel safe.
It is still struggling to produce enough ammo.
So we should have ammo or asteroid reprocessing now, if that would feed anything along. But I don't. It probably does just need more.
It's got plenty of ore. It just needs more smelting.
Gotcha. Boy.
This is going to be interesting.
Oh, something wrong.
What's happening now?
The power ain't connected.
Maybe I disconnected something, but I'm mostly in the southern part of the base.
It's probably me.
God, it's so far down there.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. That's the disconnection. Come here.
Randomized recycling. Oh god.
Yeah. Why is?
There we go. I think that fixed it.
This here's gonna be an adventure.
Okay. Yeah, I think that fixed it.
Oh,
Just because.
Yeah.
just let me put it on the bar.
Geez, I think it's literally just coming down here because there's a calcite vein down here.
I can do it here.
We're gonna change that.
Illusory, if you get a chance, the base is in the cloud. Could definitely use some culling.
Okay.
Hey, in the cloud?
Yeah, in the pollution cloud.
Oh.
Just grabbing all my shit off my corpse.
I was like, damn, these bugs got servers now? That's crazy.
Yeah, they got servers.
What are they running?
Windows 3.1.
Oh! Well, maybe they should die then.
That's why they're bugs. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Haha. The sushi belt from hell.
Okay, how do I change my equipped gun? How do I just get rid of this?
I bet Windows 3.1 can't even crash when you search. What a useless operating system.
Stop reminding me of the hell that we live with now.
Well, no duh, Andrew. It just doesn't have a search.
I'm impressed most days when modern Windows doesn't fail to function when you're just trying to look at a single window of Windows Explorer. Because it's about that dire now.
My favorite thing is when I open OneDrive on accident and then it crashes my entire Explorer.exe.
I feel like you're both due for a Windows reinstall, which is its own terrible phrase.
Cool.
Oh, Andrew, want to know something funny? After like building a more powerful computer here to like get better footage out of the Souls games.
Yeah.
So apparently, Elden Ring Night Rain is having some issues with more recent graphics cards or whatever.
Oh.
Of course.
Of
Like
course.
if your computer's too modern, it has like more issues with like hitching. Did you actually run into that, Keith? The other night, like there were times where my game froze for like a solid 3 or 4 seconds.
Holy.
Not quite that long. I definitely froze for what felt like an eternity, but was probably 1 second when we were fighting the Vor monster.
Yeah, no,
And that was also the moment where you both died, so it was especially upsetting.
It happened to me a couple times, like when we were down in the trying to find the entrance to that weird volcano-y area, like the fire. We were fighting the big fire prelate guys, and there was a point where it was like solid 3 or 4 seconds of just like I thought the game had crashed, and there was like so it's like so most of the game runs smooth. It's not like frame drop issues, but it's like every couple hours or something there was just like a major hitch. And apparently people are reporting that's like a more recent graphics card issue or something.
Yeah, but at least your footage of the game running like shit is in 4K.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been capturing any footage of it yet because we were just doing like a casual, playthrough or whatever. But I just find that very funny. I was like, what?
All this work and effort put into making a good machine,
No.
and the reason you want to use that machine is like, no.
It's really not an obstacle though, because like the game runs smoothly most of the time when that's not happening, and because I make highly edited videos, that's not like, yeah. Like, that
Yeah,
doesn't
you can-
matter. I'm
you
not
can cut
doing
it
like
out.
Let's Plays. Yeah, exactly. I can just work around it. Like, oh no, if I got a bad take, and then just get footage again, whatever. Okay.
All right. We'll
All right, I
never
will
run out of
return to the
energy.
cloudy area you were talking about. Let's go.
Oh, wait, no. I want brick, which means I want stone.
Gorgeous. Okay.
Just this whole interwoven coal thing doesn't need to be a thing.
You don't like it?
Why does something feel wrong about this? You should be a lot more than that.
What should be a lot more than what? Who? What?
I thought my solar panels generate a lot more energy than they're generating right now.
I mean, they're covering the base satisfaction presently on Vulcanus.
Would you say it's satisfactory?
No, I'd say it's Factorio.
Oh.
That's that's not a sentence.
Is it like cloudy or something? It just doesn't feel like they're doing a good job. Kind of disappointed, quite honestly.
That's kind of like
Oh, what
solar
is-
panels in real life.
A solar panel normally only produces 60 kilowatts, and these ones are producing 240 each.
Damn.
They're super solar.
Just during night, they produce nothing.
That's fine. We have like 6.7 gigajoules of accumulator energy. We'll be fine.
Must cover entire island with lightning rods so I can stop having choice paralysis. Well, one type. I'll have several more.
Okay. Well. Did this ever get done? No. Is this within the bot scope? No. Welp. Sometimes the answer to questions is nope. And you just gotta live with that. Or as some might say, nope. Give me
Some
these. I'm
might
fixing this
say.
problem. And then I will be done. I will move on. And so will life. Oh my god.
I missed. There we go.
At what point does one become too silly? This summer. Whew, okay. So I'm then given infinite possibilities and must choose something to do.
This is not, it is wild. It's just like, here's batteries and ice, I think.
Yeah.
Red chips. Yeah. This is gonna be a concept. Okay, so what am I trying to accomplish with all this? Oh, I see the turbos, the lubed belts.
I guess, have you figured out the main thing with recyclers? Like, you're not just recycling scrap, you can recycle like anything that you put into them and it'll give you other base components. Sorry if you already said that. I'm like
Like the idea that you could use recyclers to break these down all the way down until they're like just like plastic and iron.
Exactly. So that's, you're starting with the later tier equipment, and then you have to break it back down to get simpler things. And like one crucial distinction is like the longer the crafting time, like the longer it takes to recycle. So like blue chips will recycle very slowly, but gears will just boom, like they just pour out into iron. But it also, I think, Marty, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's you lose 25% of what you put into recyclers. What's the percentage?
I don't know if it's 25% or 50%.
Yeah, so you're not guaranteed to like get exactly what you would want out of it, but it's also, that's kind of preferable, because what you end up with
God damn it.
is you actually need to like recycle things into, you can literally have two recyclers face each other and they'll just like essentially void whatever you put into them eventually, because you'll just slowly start losing some of what they're putting into each other.
Yeah, I guess I'm just paralyzed by the choice of like, I guess I'm just like creating an entire base from scratch. Like, I don't know. I don't have a. I'm not sure if I have a goal. I'm trying to direct myself in any way and structure. I have made some lightning rods. That's it. So I've made this island safe from lightning, and then I'm like, what am I trying to build on this planet as a goal?
Yeah, let's see. What's the best first thing?
I guess there must be a science I'm trying to build towards, and I can work backwards from there or something. Yeah. Otherwise I would just start aimlessly building an entire base and every type of component I've ever seen on Nauvis or something. I'm like, that seems like that seems both wasteful and almost impossible to fit in the land I have.
Yeah.
And just the game makes it weirdly hard to just see what are ostensibly your goals, which might be why people have struggled with this expansion a bit, is like you land on a planet and then you're like, okay, how do I look at like the shape of this mission? And it's like, you can kind of look at the previously researched things in the nightmare tree and try to navigate to the right part of the screen, I guess.
It's a little bit easier if you don't have a 2-month gap.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
I was struggling with this when we landed on Vulcanus too, though, where I was like, okay, but what is What are you trying to do on the planet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
every-
again, I have this core distinction between all of your guys' experiences that, like, I found out about it because I watched some guy on YouTube say, here's all of my finished bases.
Yeah.
Here's the really cool stuff that you get from each planet and what you
Which
end
is
up
the
with.
feedback I get every time I play like something like Don't Starve or Terraria, and I'm like, okay, but what do you do? And people are like, well, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and I just recreated what was in the videos. I'm like, okay, but how does in the game, what is your goal? Like, does the game tell you the goal? Let's see.
Well,
Are you telling me that Terraria has a goal?
no.
It definitely has
Only-
more of a goal than it
okay.
used to. When I played the early betas, it was just kind of like, just vibes and explore for a bit. But now it's like, you gotta do these specific rituals to summon these NPCs and fight these bosses. And then endlessly iterate through shit. And there's randomized loot now with stats on it.
Well,
Let's see.
okay. Well,
So I guess.
How do I even...
Oh yeah,
can I-
Holmium, wasn't that a thing?
Shit. How do I get out of here? The button don't work.
I think Holmium was invented on this planet.
What the? Why? Okay.
What you trying to do?
My escape button doesn't work.
Oh.
I'm not allowed to leave!
No.
That's crazy. It's entrapment. How did I get here? What happened? Why
I
are
don't
the
think
walls
that's what
gone?
entrapment means.
It's not? What does entrapment mean?
Convert Holmium ore into Holmium plate.
Oh, either way.
Entrapment is like specifically when law enforcement is trying to get a person to commit a crime so that they can catch them in it.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm about to
chemical
do that if I
plants.
can't escape.
And water?
You're gonna commit a crime?
You're gonna not only commit crime, but you're gonna do it because the cop forced you to. Or, I mean, a cop like set you up to.
Well, yeah, every crime I committed is because a cop forced me to. I've never committed a crime of my own volition.
There you go.
And you can't prove that otherwise.
But you have committed crimes.
Well, yeah, because cops made
Are we
me.
doing that? Oh, okay.
Like I said,
Now,
entrapment.
how often would you say that happened?
That depends who's asking. Are you a cop?
Would I tell you if I were?
Yeah,
Ooh,
you have
that's a
to.
good
Isn't
question.
isn't that the law? Like, if you ask,
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Like if you ask a
it's
cop if they're a cop, they have to tell you whether or not they can cop or not.
It's a really nice misconception.
the
Why
internet
couldn't a
never
cop
lied.
lie? What? How do you even? How would you enforce that? It's working again. Wow, threatening entrapment really made the exit key work again. That's crazy. Okay. I'm glad I sorted that out.
Proud of you.
Thanks.
This thing not picking up any stone?
Oh,
Okay.
oh no! It broke something though. It's fine. Okay, well,
You gonna be okay?
it's fine. I mean, was that a crime? It's fine. If a cop isn't around to see you commit a crime, is it considered a crime?
I died. What the fuck did I die? Oh, I guess I stepped in goo and didn't realize it.
How do you copy and paste recipes between buildings again?
Shift right click.
Right click is how you pick up a building.
Shift, right click.
Shift right click.
Oh, shift right click.
Okay. All right. Well,
There we go. I have pieced together the fact that all of the pieces that you make from recycling scrap are most of the pieces that are literally the recipes for making a recycler. I can make a recycler maker.
damn.
Hypothetically.
All right. Well, it's been fun, but I'm going to bed.
Andrew has early bedtimes nowadays. Ever since
What?
the
'Cause
war.
I work for 10 hours a day and I just want to sleep.
Boo.
Yeah, I know, right? Who made this system of economics. I wouldn't even wish this on my enemies.
3 hours in, I'm just getting started. And that it really took a long time to get to this point. Let's see.
I built a lot of solar panels, and I'm honestly proud of myself. So, worthy accomplishment. But have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's going to bed this early.
No, he's gotta survive. He hasn't been around for much multiplayer stuff in general lately because he's always working.
Dang.
My brain is so broken. All right. I was already questioning who was watching the series and why, which is the answer is not very many people, but now especially I'm like, this series has to be unwatchable now that I'm like literally incapable of playing the game.
Hell yeah.
It's like having having this much of a gap in what is seemingly the most complicated game ever made is just like a wild scenario to be in.
Keith, you want to start a oh crap, what is that other factory game that I'm thinking of? Shit. Dyson Sphere program. Do you want to start a Dyson Sphere program playthrough?
The fact that this is a multi-planet location nightmare thing.
It's like puts the multi-planet stuff on you early, and a lot of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of games like these. Okay. There's some greed chips. Okay, that gives us green chips.
What's current status on Vulcanus perp?
I can get this metallurgic science like back and up and running up here, rather than down where it was. But that's kind of the main thing. I'm trying to future-proof like where the actual base is going to be, like get some main belt action going, and along with that comes like where exactly is the tungsten going to be stringing up through? What are those lines going to look like?
Okay.
I think
there's the problem of like getting the rocket materials built at some point.
Yeah.
Because I've continued to ship them over from Novice to keep the research going. Did we? Okay, we did get the oil processing. Good.
Yeah, that was going to be one of the things, was just getting calcite and coal threaded up through where they actually need to go.
Electricity is scaring me. Alright. That makes some water. I'm very bad at just like scanning my interface, my inventory, and just spotting the actual buildings I'm trying to do all the time in the giant grid of icons. Both like scanning my own inventory and scanning all of the different tabs. I will like cycle through each tab one by one and still not find the one I'm looking for, then just give up and type the name in manually, hoping that I remember it, because even when I'm looking at the tab that it's in, my eyes will go right over it, which is brutal.
Oh, unfortunately, I think I might duck out too. I got like really tired out of nowhere. Sleepy all of a sudden.
The Factorio fatigue.
For Factorio fatigue. Yeah, I'm like trying to like not fall asleep over here, so maybe I should not fight it. Oh, sorry guys. Well, have a good night. I'll catch y'all later.
Good night.
Thanks
Talk
for
to you
playing.
later.
Yeah. Catch you later.
Now all the newbies are gone and it's just me.
Oh, that leaves the question: do you wanna break since you don't have them?
I could maybe keep going to like 11 just to like do anything on this planet
Some progress.
before.
Yeah, no, that's legit.
Because it's been a process, but I'm also we might be at the point where I'm the only one out of the three of us that's like learning and progressing the game anymore. Maybe.
I'm just kind of working on getting Vulcanus. Like, there's a lot of stuff that Vulcanus will eventually make and export out, but it's definitely not happening this session. God knows when the next time is.
Not sure why I sushi belted that. That was pointless. Oh, right. Every underground pipe requires 10 pipes. That's a lot of iron. And holmium solution. Okay. Banging rocks together. And plates are just made of a solution, but another building for fun. Second building. And now we have holmium plate. test platform.
Why, yes.
What are thine machinations?
I wish to have a space platform to play on that does not stop other platforms from moving.
That'll at least keep things moving a bit. Yeah, these are just chaos components. This is funny. Okay. I believe the overall situation produces way more stone than holmium ore. Which I guess means that this entire planet is kind of based around using the fucked up logic of asteroid sorting.
Oh, but yeah.
Sort of.
At some point you're just like, all this excess has to go somewhere. Granted, we also had a version of that in the last planet, Vulcanus, where we kept just dumping everything left over into the lava. It'd be like, you go back. Go back to where you're like, it's like releasing the fish, essentially, back into the wild.
Yeah. Big flow of like, once you get Fulgora really up and running, is essentially like you sort everything out into its own respective belt, and then you check back every once in a while to see which one of them has its ratio fucked up and needs some more recyclers added so it can void what it's not using. My main solution for Fulgora was just bringing so fucking many logistic bots to save space. So like pretty much everything was just kind of emptying out into like a provider chest so it could go over to like the mall and actually craft everything. But then it also, so Fulgora, if you don't get into quality, I feel like can actually be like really, really kind of short because all you need is like the pink science. But I also put a lot of my like early game quality module stuff on Fulgora.
Electromagnetic
Which really
research
fun.
and processes. So I mainly need refined concrete now. Which is made of concrete. And concrete is made of bricks and iron and water. So we're just going to put this whole system down to where the actual water is. Oh, I forget that if you don't have bots, Control-C, Control-V doesn't work. Iron, stone, water. It's iron ore. That's not great. Do you need to break down iron plates to get iron ore?
Trying to remember what the solution to this is. So sorry, you're trying to figure out how to just get iron.
I'm trying to make concrete, which requires iron ore.
Concrete is on the belt. That's one of the things that scrap recycling gives you.
Then what's the next step? Let's see. Steel plate, iron sticks, concrete, water.
You know, Marty, at this point, I've given in to the fact that I will never understand liquid ratios for oil processing.
What?
How many oil refineries do I need? Like, how many simple coal liquefactions do I need for advanced coal liquefaction? No idea.
You don't need
all right,
any.
fine.
You don't need any.
But I can't trust that this is always going to be giving me heavy oil. That's a madman's move.
I do agree with you that you should have them as a backup, but
yeah, I can turn them off through circuit stuff. Sure.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, I mean the coal liquefaction produces 90 heavy oil for 25.
Still need to figure out actually getting this stuff, the coal and calcite.
There was allegedly steel in here somewhere, but I can't see any of it. Right. I can see it in there. How does it get on the plate, on the track? Oh, there's a little bit. And it might even make it there eventually. Okay. always use the wrong search bar every time. It's incredible.
Oh yeah, look at that belt system kicking to overtime. Oh, that makes me hot under the collar. Oh, I love it.
Wow, subject of Purpose Next comic. 70 pages on belts.
I mean, the belt production is pretty sexy.
Now, Keith, in your latest Amori VOD, you and Toaster talk about Kakegurui very briefly, which, you know, I know you guys have good taste, but Kakegurui is kind of entirely my shit. Like, you have no idea how much, like, facial expression stuff that goes into my comics comes out of that anime. So that's just, you don't know how right you are when you say that like me, like doing the Yumeko, like my eyes are glowing red and I'm like sweating and like yeah, actually that's me and Factorio right there. It pains me that we can't have this cultural touchstone together.
I barely remember the
girls.
conversation because I didn't see the anime he was talking about in the first place.
Yeah, that's true. I'll send you some clips later. It's, you know, nothing that you guys say is wrong or anything, because it's like it's that outrageous style of anime where it's like, what if it was a high school where we just obsess over this one thing, or like, like a trading
my
card
entire
game.
exposure to the entire subgenre practically is, or at least that particular thing that I was poking at was my exposure to that. It was just the fact that like Danganronpa is extremely silly, and that it's always like,
yeah,
I'm the chess star of Japan from and they seemingly have like a Guinness Book of World Records like title for every character, and they all care about it. They all mutually care about that. Like, yeah, I'm the it's one thing that, like,
yeah,
one guy's the soccer
sense as the story goes on.
champion, and like, okay, that makes sense. It's sports. But then somebody else is like, I'm the gambling champion. You're like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You know about the ultimate princess?
Increasingly, everyone in that I haven't watched the anime for 10 years. I watched the anime 10 years ago with Andrew. I was like into it for the first like 4 episodes, and then it got really bad.
Yeah.
But that's my entire exposure to all of Danganronpa, and also like a lot of the stuff that weirdly has that vibe. So it's like, yeah, it's a school for gamblers. I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
It is. It's obviously mostly just that the mangaka is like very into. I see that now I'm insecure because I feel like I like pronounced that, and like if Toaster were in here, he would say like, "Oh, that's not how you say it."
Excuse me, it's mangaka.
It's that kind of shit. But
you fucking clown.
it never ceases to amaze me. Like anytime that when he's like streaming and he like kind of like slips into the Japanese for a second, it's just kind of like, oh god, I could never. Like,
oh yeah,
I've been a fan of this shit for so long, and I thought I knew how to say that word.
My brain going back and forth infinitely between Yakuza and Yakuza over and over again while I play the 19 Yakuza games.
I'm somehow never right. Like, it's never the way I thought it was said. But anyways,
man, I have no memory ever. This game needs to just let me pin recipes on the screen so I can actually remember the components and not reopen the same menu and then search its name every 3 seconds. Oh, magnetic. Did you processing units, holmium plate, refined concrete, steel plates? God, more steel plates I don't have. Okay. So you and you. Made in an assembling machine. No one's judging you, Perp. Everyone's allowed to like what they like.
Well, no, it's mostly I feel the need to point out that like there's this weird tendency of like there's a lot of manga that I've liked growing up and manga that I like now, where I'm very drawn to like the way that they draw human bodies or like the faces, where there's just like this level of detail to it and this like level of craft. And that's something I think the manga creator, you know, he clearly just wants to make a manga about like, hey, I like card games. What if I talk about that a lot? But more importantly, he's like got this really, I think, actually like pretty nuanced for anime like sense of drawing faces. 'Cause a lot of like manga, they just tend to like really flatten the faces down to a degree that I find kind of boring as shit. And Kakegurui is all about, you know, it gets absurd. It's like played up for humor, but it's just like there's a level of like subtle nuance to the characters' faces that a lot of anime like doesn't really get. And it turns out the dude's a porn artist. And then it turns out a lot of the manga that I like is like, oh, it's because they also draw porn on the side. So that, yeah, that's just kind of how you get good at that shit.
That's the ultimate secret. Just draw porn.
With Kakegurui, it's a lot less subtle, but there was another one called Air Gear that I think is like just so, like the level of detail in those volumes is insane. And unfortunately, a lot of times it's like just doesn't really carry over into like the anime adaptations. The first season of Kakegurui is like pretty good, and then I think they kind of lost steam by the second one. And yeah, that was just, I couldn't believe that like Chester was also aware of the fucking live action. It's so,
he's a huge nerd.
Hellaciously bad.
We should all believe
that was definitely something that like I saw in a trailer once, and then everybody was like, no, and like we just all agreed to never talk about it. Because this is the kind of thing, like you could just see the trailer and then just realize like, is that supposed to be, oh no. Netflix, why do you keep doing this?
Because it's funny.
I'll never get over Cowboy Bebop Ed.
I didn't make it that far. The first episode of Cowboy Bebop, Netflix was so joyless that I was like, I can't keep watching.
Yeah,
I'm not even like a
just
Cowboy Bebop stan or anything. I literally just like, I watched it for the first time like a few months ago before it came out on Netflix. I was like, I should finally watch all of Cowboy Bebop and Knocking on Heaven's Door. And I did. And then I watched the Netflix episode, the first episode, and in particular I was like, okay, it's immediately weird that they're kind of adapting the first episode of the anime, but with none of the gravity to it. But they've also mixed in all of the extended cast when they're not supposed to be in the story yet. So they're just kind of killing time and not being relevant. Like how May is already in the episode. And I'm like, you're not in the first story. But then in particular, it was just like, it was supposed to be stylish and it was supposed to be funny. And I didn't think that it looked good, and I didn't think it was funny. So it was kind of just dead immediately from that perspective.
No.
Like at that point, the entire thing is just a huge waste of time for me then. Like it's weird watching something like not even really being able to do like anything vaguely like Scott Pilgrim-y with its like style when it clearly wanted to. But it was really frustrating how it just was disastrously unfunny. Like just all of the comedy didn't work, all of the action didn't work, all of the style didn't work. It was just like so like aesthetically upsetting to sit through that I literally didn't. I don't know if I finished the first episode even. I genuinely don't know if I finished the first episode. I might have given up before I got that far. Which is remarkable. I'm not even that picky. I've watched like 18 seasons of The Walking Dead because there's like 7 shows called The Walking Dead, and I just stack them and call them all one thing at this point. I'll watch some pretty bad stuff. I've watched all of The Walking Dead except for World Beyond, which is genuinely unwatchable. This is a weird planet. I am entertained by it. It is designed to do horrors to me.
No, Fulgora's my favorite. It gets really, really fun when you like kind of sort everything. I'd say it's interesting how like I think Vulcanus gets really confusing because it's so like focused on fluids, but like Fulgora and Gleba are both just like, what about belts? Do you like belts? Like,
do you like jazz?
like living vicariously here because I'm like building Vulcanus the way I wanted to build mine. Like, really fun, fluid main bus.
Is it that vicarious? You're just literally doing it. You're the one that's it's you. You're like the sole proprietor of that planet at the moment. This is a weird, goofy planet. Oh, is my power going out? We're doing okay. I could place some more accumulators and solar panels, though, now that it's not gonna murder me.
You don't need any solar panels at this point. You just need more accumulators. Those
Well,
lightning storms will charge up the whole bank,
whole bank. I eat the whole bank.
like immediately.
Why does my brain... Is it just... My brain's just full of illegible things. Am I out of accumulators? Did I place all of them? I can definitely make more because of all the batteries they've given me, but... I guess my inventory doesn't have any more? Nope. There we go. Big substation hours. Nah. Nah, cut. I'm the god of slightly misclicking. That's a lot of lightning. It's a scary planet.
I watched some videos of people trying to squeeze lore out of Fulgora, like water from a stone.
When it's just a garbage planet.
Yeah, we gotta get that content somehow.
You can tell a lot about a place from the garbage, I guess. But I don't know how much garbage you're gonna get out of all this. could have handled some of this a little differently. Give me big arms. This is chaos. Okay. Pull iron plates off of here and batteries off of here and combine them elsewhere poorly. And then we can make some accumulators all on our own. And now I make the accumulator box. The box that accumulates accumulators. There. Now it's less my problem. It's exclusively my problem, but I've externalized the my problem. This is immediately a nightmare base. Do you like how I immediately crushed all of my production against a cliff?
Yeah, it's great.
It's aesthetic. All right.
I'm also sitting here like, I'm pretty sure the giant sushi belt of death is exactly how I started Fulgora.
I don't know how else you would start it when you just try to, you just like, I need this to start moving in some way, and then I'll figure it out from there. And you just have like the sushi belt that feeds into the other sushi belt on a loop. So like it's all gotta go somewhere.
I love this shit. I love liquid belt.
It's pretty great.
That was just definitely one of those things that I like saw in a video and I was like, I never fucking thought of that. That's awesome. The fact you can have like little T junctions to just kind of split off somewhere in the middle there.
You said liquid belt?
Yeah, check out my screen, Keith. This is a good learning experience for anyone that's stuck with us this long. So
What you
it's
doing?
just the idea that you like get all the underground belts or underground pipes like kind of all connected in like one long little rainbow road of
So it's
here.
just like like your central bus, but for all of your liquids.
Yeah, and then whenever you need to split stuff off, you can just take this little like T-junction, and that just like hooks
Yep.
into whichever one you need. And then you can
And you have a lot more
crisscross and stuff.
freedom space-wise because you don't have to
So much
deal with
better.
all of the overlapping belts that normal belts have.
Exactly.
This right here is why I love Vulcanus.
I didn't do this on my planet. I just kind of did what I needed to get liquids like up and running, and then I bailed.
Oh my god, and your solar farm.
Check out this, this
just
chunk
kept
of
going.
foundries right above your pipes.
Oh, what is this madness?
It's not even that much madness. Oh geez, it's crafting.
Yeah, I mean,
This thing, when built and piped in with molten iron and copper, produces 120 green circuits per
holy shit! Is this
whatever it is.
the raw engineering power you've been working with?
Yeah.
My God.
I didn't even redo, like, I could redo it with the Fulgora buildings. I haven't done that yet. I'm just like, it's so great.
Fucking many.
Those
Feel
happy
free to
little
deconstruct.
robots.
I'm soaking this in here because I'm just trying to get a sense of. It is really like Foundry's kind of totally mindfuck all of my ideas of like how many, like what ratio of crafters need to be here, because like Foundry's just crap out so many wires so quickly.
The real like time spent in this thing was getting the right ratios on the modules of everything to produce just enough.
Well, and so also no electromagnetic plants? Is that just like not?
Yeah. I didn't have them when I designed it.
I gotcha. Because that was sort of when I was in here last time, like reconstructing the whole Nauva space. Like that was kind of my thought, is like okay, so we've got all the smelters that will be condensed down into foundries, and then we just have our section of all the circuits that can just be wiped out and made into electromagnetic plants. That's what you're working on, Keith. That's your job.
No.
And then here's the
stop highlighting my
the
scrap.
older brother
It's
that
mine.
goes with it.
Oh boy. Look at it all.
Oh, I didn't even realize I left in a chunk of green circuit in that blueprint.
Oh, I love that belt weaving. Look at that belt weaving. So gridded out, so nice and neat. We don't need any red arms.
There we go.
I do kind of rail against the red arms, like any way that I can avoid using long inserters.
Yeah.
Red arms are designed for me.
Legendary red arms, so that I could actually do a Quillo.
God, I'm scared about getting to Aquila. So I'm almost done with Glaiva. I just need to figure out like permanent egg ratios, because that's not been my smoothest part of that work process. But really, the whole like having one long belt that like cycles everything back into spoilage, it actually ended up being like really satisfying once that like finally clicked for me. I'm like, okay, so it's just a stream, just everything flows to the right and cycles back left once it's spoiled. It was mostly, I think the thing that's one tutorial video said that like just really kind of put my mind at ease was just like, you can't waste anything on Glaiva. Everything's free. Like, just everything grows back. It doesn't matter if everything's spoiled. Don't have a heart attack. And I think that's what like makes me afeared about like I don't want all the science to rot. Oh my god, I'm a failure.
Okay, there is waste to be had on Glaiva, and that's when the aliens come and destroy all your stuff.
So I haven't, the pollution, the spore cloud has not gotten large enough for that to really be an issue. That is one thing. Since I did Fulgora first, I've stocked way the hell up on electro turrets, which are already like kind of placed in preparation for that. But we'll see.
It'll be an adventure. I wish you luck.
Well, because at the very least, like that, it's kind of entirely separate from like what the factory is actually doing.
Yeah. Okay, I am actually gonna have to call it here for myself, which is sad.
That makes sense.
I just want to play Factorio all night.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Biters are attacking oil finally.
Someone get out the champagne.
Wait, that's bad.
It is in fact bad.
Oh yeah, Andrew's normally here when we finish. How does the save work?
Yeah.
We can initiate a save too.
Like a manual save?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is about you just make a bunch of accumulators and just look at a bunch of triangles on your energy graph and just hope it keeps going up more than it goes down.
Yeah. It's such a strange planet. It's neat though. They are all different and unique, and I don't want to do Aquilo from scratch ever again.